Hey everyone, I'm Jitendran. Welcome to my channel where we dive deep into the world of tech and more. In this episode, we will see how to create a virtual machine using VMware Workstation Pro 17 version. Let's get started. Click on Create a new virtual machine. Then click on Custom and then click on Next. Click on Next again and choose the ISO image which you have downloaded. I'm using Windows 11 25H2 ISO image. Over here, enter the name for your virtual machine and you need to give a custom location. Choose the location into your C drive or D drive, whatever you have, and then create a folder called virtual machines and create a subfolder for your VM storage location. So I have created Win 11 25H2 under virtual machines and I click on next. Over here we have to give password for our TPM. So I would enter a password and confirm password and I will click on next. I'll leave the option as UEFI as is and click on next. Here you can select the number of processors based on the number of processors your host CPU has. So I would select 4 and proceed next. Here the default RAM is 4 GB. You can leave it as is and click on next. Here you can use NAT or bridge networking. I'll go with NAT as my intention is to create a NAT machine and then click next on the upcoming windows. Here we can use NVMe or SCSI. SE. So I would leave with NVMe and proceed further. So over here, I'll select store virtual disk as a single file and I'll increase the storage size of my disk to 90 GB. This is for future updates. Then I click on finish. My VM machine gets created and it gets powered on. Let's wait for it to get powered on. Over here, you have to press any key. If you run into any error like this, UEFI network timeout, just press escape and click on boot normally so that it boots again into your installation process. Select the time and currency format. I'll select English India over here and click on next. Leave the settings as is, click on next. Now we are installing the Windows 11, not repairing it, so we'll select that and click on next. I'll go with Windows 11 Pro version and proceed with further options of accepting the license terms. Click on next. So now this will install the Windows 11 Pro. Let's wait for the installation to complete. It would go through multiple windows like this and then it shows up the keyboard layout page. You have to select your keyboard layout and then click next. So over here you have to connect to a network, which currently shows not connected to a network. So I'm clicking on network settings. If you remember, we selected NAT earlier. So I'm clicking on bridge network so that I get a bridge connectivity. I get internet access now. So it's now connected. This is required for us to sign into the Microsoft account. You might need to create your own Microsoft account or an Outlook account using which you can sign into this Windows 11 experience. So it strictly asks for an account to log in. So I would advise better you create a Microsoft account and then log in with that. That's what I'm doing now. Personal account. I'm entering my personal account over here, which is outlook.com. And once after entering the credentials, you have to enter the PIN and proceed with next options. Deselecting for certain options over here, which is unnecessary to improve the machine's performance and to keep my machine more private. And it asks whether to restore from a previous backup. I don't want to restore. I'm setting it up as a new PC. So I click on set up as a new PC and it gets set up as a new PC for me. I click on skip over here. And again skip. So now we are having our desktop screen. It will look smaller when compared to your actual monitor size or screen size. You need to click on install VMware tools, which I just did, and then run the setup file, which will install the required VMware tools on your machine so that you get the actual desktop experience. So you would just see it in a minute. Yes, you have the full screen view now. That was from your VMware tools. You have to install it and then restart your machine so that all the drivers of your VMware tools gets loaded perfectly fine and you don't have any problems. So again, I'm switching my network back to NAT. This is for accessing any intranet networks what I have from my host machine. That's why I'm switching to NAT. That's it for this episode. Thanks for watching. If you have liked this video, please hit like and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one. Thank you.